Alright guys, so I have been waiting for this package for quite a bit. Excuse my voice, I'm feeling a little under the weather, but so excuse me, I finally got it. As usual, it comes from China. And let's open it up and see what it is. Yeah, it's not this one. Package 1. I feel like I shouldn't be cutting into it, but here it goes. Not the same one either. This is it, package number 2. Yeah, so check it out. Since I'm starting to get into autocross, I figured might as well just get some gloves. No, this is bad. These are big, really small, sorry. Not big, small. Man, that blows. I don't think they'll fit me. Alright, let's give it a try. Yeah, these are like Chinese people hands, that's why. Oh, that sucks. I really was looking forward to this. Although, I mean, it's tight, but it does fit. And it has a little bit of a grip here, which is good. I mean, I don't know, whatever, I'll wear it. I don't want to wait another 3 months for a new set. But yeah, let me see. The one that I've been looking for, and I've been wanting to get for quite some time, but I never really got it because I figured I had my reservations, but at the end of everything I was like, you know what, let's pull the trigger and see what it looks like. So I decided to get it, and hopefully I didn't make a mistake. Oh no, they did send me the right one. Yay, they sent me the right one. Alright, I don't want to rip it, so I have to be super gentle with this. Alright, you guys ready for it? I am. Hey, why does it take so long to unwrap this? Jesus. Oh my God. Oh crap. Oh my God, they're both wrapped so well. Alright, I present to you the side wrap with the VRZ. Alright, so here it is. This is going to be the bottom of the VRZ on the side. And yes, I thought it was gonna look great, but things did not go as planned. In order for me to be able to get a seamless flow in the car, I needed to make spikes to somewhat in that shape of a rectangle going along the whole car, and this is what it ended up being. When I did the lines, I completely thought it was going to be great and it was gonna look so good, but then things did not add up once I was doing the application. And so I was super excited to make the cuts and make it look so nice, but again, looking at it from now in retrospect, it was not the best idea. And so the next chance I got, I was able to get the car apart, meaning that I took the side skirt out and put it on jack stand, and as well as cleaning everything thoroughly with alcohol to make sure that everything adheres properly. Always remember to use alcohol when cleaning surfaces and when you're going to install any type of decal, because it's very important not to have any debris or any fine particles in between the vinyl and your car. It's very important. Applying the vinyl was not hard. It basically was as straightforward as you can get. I applied it with the method of water behind the vinyl. So what I did was I peeled the vinyl and I added or kept adding water behind it, so that way there's not so much friction between the glue and the car, and that would allow me to squeegee out the water as I was going and make sure that I didn't get any creases or any like really messed up wrinkles. That being said, there was a bunch of areas on the bottom that did not really look that great, so I had to heat up the vinyl and make sure that it was adding properly, and there were some areas that just couldn't really get some wrinkles out, and that's when things took the turn for the worse. Then again, this was a modification I did. I actually ended up getting the vinyl first, and then I cut off the arrows. As you can see, there is not a straight line because I modified it by taking away some of the white paper vinyl and adding some spikes to make it look like it's flowing. But then later on, when I when I did what I had to do, I realized that I had the spikes or the points on the wrong direction, or rather I made the spikes towards the wrong direction. It was supposed to be the opposite, and that's when I realized that it just wasn't meant to be. Overall, this process took me anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes, since I was really thorough on squeegeeing out the water and making sure that I didn't have any lines or creases, however you want to call them. And obviously I had to cut out the door axis and the X's of the back and the front of the fenders. And I mean, it wasn't the greatest application, but it was okay for the first time doing a full side of the car. As you can see here, I'm heating up the vinyl to make sure I don't have any lines and making sure that I have everything well adhered to the car. But it was very hard because the bottom part has a design, and therefore the design gets distorted, and if you don't do it properly, then your car will not look as good. And so these are the images when I finished, and it just looks too cartoonish. It doesn't blend properly, and there were some points that I ended up having to break because they just were not adding, and so much pulling that it just didn't turn out to be great. And so here we are, back in the house, looking at options to wrap the car. But so basically, yeah, it did not turn out to be as good as I wanted it to be, and therefore I needed to take it off. So I ended up taking it out, and I no longer have it. I still have the other half somewhere stored in the house. Actually, I have it right here. But it's not going to go in the car because I did it wrong. As you can see here, as I was explaining, the spikes are on the wrong position since the flow of the graphics is the other way, and therefore I did not install it. But this was very helpful. This is a learning experience on what to do, what not to do, how to do it, how not to do it. And I think the next attempt is going to be either a full car wrap or just some similar style but done locally, so that way I can enlarge them and not have any spillage of colors outside of the colorful ones, and therefore it's going to be just the multicolor to blend into the car. The reason why I wanted to do this was because I was doing, or not I was doing, rather I did the color caliper change where I have multicolor calipers, and that was going to tie it all together. And yeah, that's what I wanted, and most likely that's gonna happen. Don't know if now or later, but stay tuned if you want to see in the future. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one.